There's a slight change of plan today, guys, with our episode. Rather than the FA Cup, it's going to be the EFL Cup semi-final after we made it to this stage, and it's another Manchester derby. But more importantly is that Zlatan is back.
My retirement doesn't mean the end.
Welcome back, guys, to now episode 8 of Taming the Devils here in FM21 with Manchester United. If you missed our episode last time where we had our very first Manchester derby, then I'd highly recommend going back and watching it. There'll be a link right above me for you to click on so you can have a watch of that. But since then, guys, we have been playing very, very well. And today, rather unexpectedly, wasn't planned, we are going to be having another Manchester derby. Although this time it is going to be away from home. We have managed to get through the EFL Cup and we are now in the semi-final. And I felt it was only fair to come back for what will be our very first semi-final appearance with the club in Football Manager 21. As I say, we've been drawn with Man City, so that will be the only game today because we have made some transfers as well. I will come to the transfers very shortly. I'll run through how we've gotten on since last episode first of all. And after the amazing performance against Man City where we beat them 4-0 and the just ridiculous disappointment of drawing 0-0 straight afterwards against Southampton, we've then played 4 games. We've got 3 wins and 1 draw in those matches. Straight after the Southampton game, we took part in the EFL Cup Quarterfinal where we played Fulham and we managed to beat them 3-0. A really comfortable win. We looked really good. We had goals from Correa, Greenwood and Cavani. His first goal in absolutely ages. I'll come to Cavani in a bit, by the way. After that, though, we then got drawn against City, of course, for the EFL Cup semi-final. And then we took on Wolves away at Molineux. And we got a respectable 0-0 draw. I'll be honest, I was happy with this. I wanted to, of course, win, but I took the draw all day long. Wolves are a very strong team. They're a very difficult team to play against due to the way in which they play. And taking a 0-0, I was okay with that. We then took on Crystal Palace at home. We beat them comfortably 2-0. We could have been a lot more, but we got goals from Fernandes, of course, from a penalty, and then Marcus Rashford. Following on from that, we've just played West Brom, our first game of the January period, not long after the January transfer window opened, and we won it 5-0. It could have been about 15. West Brom had a player sent off after 4 minutes, or 5 minutes in this match for a disgusting two-footed lunge, and it was just chaos. We tore West Brom to shreds. We had something like 40 shots. We had next year about 6 or 7 and we stuck 5 past them. Greenwood with a brace, Angel Correa with 1, and then you'll notice a name there with a brace, and that is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I have brought Zlatan back to Manchester United. I couldn't help myself. I love Zlatan. The way he plays fits perfectly for our more possession-based tactic, and I just couldn't say no, especially for the price. In terms of the transfers since last time, guys, if I go to our transfer history, we have made 2. 1 was already agreed. I'll show you Diallo first of all. Diallo has now joined the club. He was signed by Manchester United in real life. He's a very, very good youngster, an 18-year-old right winger. So he will probably eventually become the natural right winger here at Man U. He came in for a very, very hefty fee of £23 million. But at 18, with a ton of potential, he could well be a fantastic player. The main one, though, of course, we all want to see is Zlatan, the 39-year-old Swede. I still can't believe I've signed a 39-year-old. I've actually paid money for him as well. But he is, of course, amazing. And even at 39, his physicals are still fantastic. He is a perfect deep lying forward, which is where he played against West Brom and where he scored a brace from. He looks amazing. He's on an 18-month deal at 85 grand a week, which I didn't think was that bad. And we brought him in for 2.2 million. He's played once, scored twice, and he's had an 8.2 average rating. You can't really turn that down. I think he's going to be fantastic for us as well. He'll be able to tutor the likes of Greenwood and so on. So I think he is amazing. In terms of players going out as well, we've currently not made any additional sales. But at the moment, Cavani has a bid on him from Lazio, so he will probably be leaving for about £7 or £8 million. He only has 6 months left on his deal, so I'm happy with that. There's Fosu Mensah is probably going to be leaving as well, and also there's loan bids for the likes of Matic and Phil Jones, so they could all be heading out in the next few days. We are only going to play the one game here with Man City because of the fact it's a massively important game, and then we'll see what we come back for next time around. In terms of the Premier League, I'll just show you how we're getting on. Of course, we've won 2 and drawn once. We are still top, but Liverpool have gained some points on us. They are only 2 points behind us, but we do play Liverpool very early on in February, so we will most likely come back for that for a very much vital game. In terms of the EFL Cup game though, guys, we're going to be lining up pretty full strength for the match. It is today. We are away at the Etihad, and we're going with our 5 at the back formation that smashed City to bits at Old Trafford. It's going to be Henderson in net. I'm going to take a risk, but I want to play Dean in net. It's then Maguire, Bailly and Umtiti at the back, with Wan-Bissaka right back, Telles at left back, then McTominay and Pogba in the centre of midfield, with Bruno Fernandes just in front and Rashford and Martial starting just ahead of them. I was very tempted to play Ibra, but I felt playing him 2 games within the space of about 3 days, having just arrived, probably wasn't the best idea. He will be on the bench as an option though, if we require him. But that's how we're going to be lining up. So let's get into it and see how we do in this semi-final, the very first one of our series here in FM21. Let's get into the match. Let's see how City are lining up. Of course, when we played them before, there was no De Bruyne, no Bernardo Silva. Will they be back in the team? Indeed, De Bruyne is, and Silva is, and Gabriel Jesus is as well. So it looks like a much stronger team from Pep Guardiola's men here in the EFL Cup. So we could well get smashed. I don't quite know. I'm going to be honest though with the lads. I'm going to say point the finger, and I'm going to say let's give the fans a performance despite the odds being against us. We are not the favourites considering the fact we are away, so I will not be upset if we don't get through. At the end of the day, the EFL Cup doesn't matter, but it's a very nice trophy to try and win if you can get one early on. Let's get the game kicked off though. Of course, the first little showing of the Etihad that we're getting here. Going to be interesting to see how we do. I am hoping, of course, we can get the win. Playing the fight at the back, the more counter-attacking style, it worked fantastic last time. Hopefully, it can do the same. Now, one thing I will mention, guys, if you are interested while we're kind of getting early onto this game, if you want to see any live streams from myself, I am going to be live streaming tonight on Twitch. I'm not sure entirely what time, but if you head over to the channel linked in the pinned comment and in the description, drop a follow, you'll be notified when I go live with the Norwich City save. Hang on, is that counting? Anthony Martial, it may well be. Indeed it is. We are 1-0 up after 15 minutes. It started the same way that the other game against Man City started, with a Martial goal early on. Could we be getting another ridiculous score? Lovely bit of play. Rashford to Martial. Fantastic goal. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. As I was saying though, guys, if you do want to come along to my Twitch stream with Norwich City, go along to the channel linked in the pinned comment or in the description. Drop a follow. You'll be notified when I go live. Now, the highlight here, though, from Man City, at least they got the ball back, although Umtiti's got the ball here. Hopefully, we can counter-attack like we like doing. Great ball from Telles. Martial, it's 2-0. Fantastic assist from Alex Telles. A wonderful, wonderful ball there from the left wing-back. Fantastically placed, basically straight to Martial's foot. He couldn't have asked for a better ball. Martial's now 16th goal of the season. Look at that pass. Just disgustingly good. Fantastic from Alex Telles. My goodness, Alex Telles has been fantastic. It's worth noting in FM so far. He has been really, really good, especially playing as the more advanced wing-back role. He's so deadly with the ball at his feet. His crossing, his passing, his ability to go forward is amazing. He even has good penalties and good free kicks. So you couldn't really ask much more from the lad. It looks like, though, we could be going into half-time at 2-0. There's been no more highlights since that second Martial goal. Indeed, we are going in at half-time 2-0 up away at the Etihad. I could not ask for any more from the boys in a second Manchester derby. We've only had an XG of 0.63. We are literally replicating exactly what we did against City last time out. It is fantastic. I'm going to go into the dressing room. I'm going to put my hands in my pockets and I'm going to say, don't get complacent. Most lads agree Martial isn't overly happy with that. So I'm just going to say there's a lot more to come from you, and Martial's now on side, which is good. I reckon if by about the 70th, 65th minute, if it's still as it is, I'll probably bring on Ibra for Rashford, and we'll probably play more as a deep line forward, and we may make another change elsewhere. I see Bailly and Maguire aren't having fantastic games, so we may well sub one of those off as well. At the moment, in terms of other transfers, we do still have a big amount of money to spend, about £40 million. We don't have a huge amount of wage bill left, mind you, but I am still looking out for some players. I haven't really kind of designated any particular area we need to improve. I'm very happy with the majority of the squad, to be honest, so I'm not too sure. If someone pops up, though, that I think could be a good purchase, I will most likely go for them if the option is available. It looks like this highlight, though, it may well be for us. Wan-Bissaka here with the ball. Now Maguire. Come on, lads. Let's get a third. Let's go and rub salt into the Man City wounds. I think in terms of the other teams in the EFL Cup, I believe Everton are one of the semi-finalists. And, oh, hang on, Martial's been played through. Anthony Martial, come on. What's he going to do? Is he going to get the ball in the box? He's got it to Pogba on the edge. Come on. Pogba, by the way, has just signed a new 5-year deal. What a shot by Fernandes. Unlucky. But as I say, Pogba's signed a really long-term contract and he will be staying with the club. There was talk going into the January window that someone may come in for him. And I thought, no, he's played amazingly. I want to keep him at the club. And he accepted a contract. He's being paid the same wages and so on. So it's no more expensive than what he was already. Good ball there. Martial is through. Come on, Martial. What a tackle. I don't know who that was from. His shot was blocked and it was a fantastic sliding challenge. I am going to make that change. Let's get Rashford off. We're going to bring on Zlatan Ibrahimovic. We'll make him a deep lying forward on attack. And who else do we sub off? Bailly's not playing brilliantly. So let's take off... Oh, I don't actually have a centre-back on the bench. That isn't very good. Well, I will leave Bailly then, but I'm going to take off Wan-Bissaka for Tavernier. We'll make that double switch. So I have faith in them. And hopefully we can now just either get ourselves a third goal or just see the game out. We are really limiting Man City to their chances. They've only had one shot on target all game. We've been so good in this match so far. In both the matches we played against Pep, we have certainly had the upper hand. And it looks like it could well be the case in this match here again. Well, there's a highlight here. Let's see what happens here before I make my tactical change. I was going to make a sub, but I will hold off just for the moment. I don't want to make a sub after we concede or anything like that. So we'll see what happens here. Walker plays it to Zinchenko. Is he going to get in the box to City? He kind of has done, but a good claim from Henderson. Actually, he's just reminding me with Henderson getting the ball there. We have also made another transfer, but it's not going to happen until next year. And that is, I have signed Gianluigi Donnarumma, the young goalkeeper from AC Milan, on a free transfer. He will arrive in the summer. And I am probably thinking what may well happen. A great tackle from McTominay, unlucky there for him. And what a goal from Phil Foden. Okay, we need to probably make some changes then. Right, what we will do as a result, I'm going to pull Fernandes back. He's going to go into more of a defensive midfield role. And I'm going to put McTominay into that role instead. We'll bring on Frank Kessie. And McTominay will go as a ball-winning midfielder on defend. I will make, though, Pogba a more advanced playmaker instead. We'll go like that. We'll go cautious. We'll go a bit of time wasting. We'll go more disciplined. We'll stop the passing space. I will stop the overlap on the right-hand side. And other than that, though, I won't make any further changes. We'll leave it as it is for now because I don't want to go too defensive and invite too much pressure against Man City. We want to still have that ability to counter-attack. And it looks like it could well be going all the way. So we'll go full time wasting now. Hopefully that is enough to see us over the line. Come on, lads. Come on. Are we going to do it? Indeed we are. Fantastic. We are into the EFL Cup Final in our first season. We have a chance to get some silverware nice and early on. Fantastic stuff. We've done the double over Pep Guardiola so far as well. Brilliant stuff from the lads. Honestly, amazing there from us. Outstretched arms. You've done it. You're in the final. Congratulations. Honestly, I am so chuffed. Before we do finish up though, guys, I will finish what I was saying about Donnarumma and so on. Of course, with him coming in, I may well look to sell David De Gea in the summer. I'm not sure yet if I will, but Donnarumma, at least in terms of his attributes, I'll show you him on the screen and so on so you can see how good he is. Here he is here. It says joining on the 1st of July. He is very good. If I compare him to De Gea, you'll see that in terms of the attributes, he is a better keeper overall, as you can see on the screen here. Of course, he's only 21 as well. De Gea is 30. De Gea is on way more money. So I may well look to try and move De Gea out. Maybe get him to go back home to Spain. I say we will cross that bridge when we get to it. In terms of next episode though, guys, of course, we're only going to do one match here. We will come back after the January transfer window. And I reckon, guys, we will come back for a double derby special almost. We will come back for Leeds United away and Liverpool at home in two massive games, especially the Liverpool one. Of course, if we make any more transfers, I will highlight them to you. I don't know if we will, but we will have to wait and see. But most definitely, we're going to come back for two unbelievable games, which I'm really excited for, in Leeds United and Liverpool. Overall though, guys, that just about wraps up this episode here today. Hopefully you have enjoyed what you have seen. Of course, we've managed to beat Manchester City once again, which I am thrilled about. And of course, we've got Zlatan Ibrahimovic back at Manchester United, which if that happened in real life, I would probably be very, very happy about. I love Zlatan. He's a fantastic player. He really is. Even at the age that he's at, he doesn't rely on his physical, so it doesn't really matter that he's 39 years old now. It's worth noting he is contracted with us until he's 40, so he's going to be very, very old by the time he finishes with us. Still though, I am so pleased he is at the club, and hopefully guys, you are as well. If you have enjoyed this episode, please do chuck a like on it. It massively does help the channel out, and of course, if you're looking forward to seeing any more of my content, such as the Taming the Devils series here with Man Utd, or any of my FM21 experiments, such as the 50 years into the future video, which came out on the weekend previously, which there'll be a link to at the end of this video, then do make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to be notified when any of my content here on YouTube goes live. But guys, thank you very much for watching today. I will see you again next time.